The hum of conversation filled the air as the small downtown cafe bustled with its usual late afternoon crowd. Rain tapped gently on the large windows, blurring the outside world into watercolor swirls of gray. Inside, Sarah Blake sat alone, her coffee growing cold as she stared at her laptop screen. She wasn't working, not really. She was pretending to be busy, pretending not to notice the man across the room who had been staring at her for the past 20 minutes. At first, she tried to ignore it. Eye contact. A smile. She looked away. Then came the wave. The inching closer. A sudden accidental trip over a chair leg just to strike up a conversation. She politely declined. He didn't take the hint. Sarah had built entire empires. She'd faced down cutthroat boardrooms, negotiated with billionaires, and commanded respect from people twice her age. But here, in this cafe, in her jeans and hoodie, no makeup, no entourage, she was just a woman, and apparently an easy target. The man leaned in again, ignoring her sharp glance. "You here alone, sweetheart?" Before she could reply, a warm voice interrupted. "Hey, babe. Sorry I'm late." A hand rested gently on her shoulder. Sarah turned, startled, and then surprised. A tall man with kind brown eyes and a soft scruff of beard smiled at her like he meant it. His other hand held the strap of a little girl's backpack. A child clung to his side, maybe 6 years old, her curly hair bouncing as she looked curiously at Sarah. "I had to pick up Emma from school. Traffic was a nightmare." He kissed the top of her head, not quite touching, then looked at the man beside her. "Is everything okay here?" The stranger hesitated, then mumbled something and walked off, pretending to check his phone. Sarah blinked. The man turned back to her. "Sorry if I crossed a line. You looked uncomfortable. I figured you could use a fake boyfriend for a minute." Sarah gave a breathy laugh, both in relief and disbelief. "You have no idea how grateful I am." He smiled. "I'm Adam. This is Emma." Emma gave a little wave, then immediately turned her attention to the muffin display behind the counter. "I'm Sarah," she said. "Thank you. That guy wouldn't leave." Adam nodded, his expression softening. "Yeah, I've seen his type. Can't take a hint." There was a pause. Comfortable. She looked at the clock. She had a board meeting in an hour, the kind where every suit in the room knew her by name, but none of them knew her. "Not really. Can I buy you a coffee?" "You know, as a thank you for the heroic rescue." Adam chuckled. "Only if you let me buy the muffins." They sat. They talked. Emma told Sarah all about her pet hamster named Waffles, who may or may not have escaped into the heating vent. Sarah laughed more than she had in months. The armor she wore daily, the calm, the power, the poise, started to slip away, replaced by something simpler. Something real. He didn't ask what she did for a living. Didn't pry. Didn't look at her like a challenge or a prize. Just like a person. By the time she left, she had his number, and a strange lightness in her chest she hadn't felt in years. Chapter 2: The Truth Between Them. Weeks passed. Coffee turned into dinners. Dinners turned into movie nights. Emma's drawings began to include 3 figures: her, Daddy, and Miss Sarah. She began asking if Sarah would be there before Adam even finished picking a movie. Sarah didn't mind. In fact, she looked forward to it. But the double life weighed on her. She kept waiting for the moment to explain who she really was. Not just a woman in a cafe, but the CEO of one of the largest tech companies in the city. One of the most powerful names in the industry. She had seen the world change when people found out. Reactions. Judgments. Expectations. But Adam, he didn't ask. He didn't assume. He just saw her. And it terrified her. Then came the gala. It was her company's annual charity fundraiser, and she had to be there. In the press. In the spotlight. All her executives, partners, and media were attending. It wasn't optional. Adam had invited her to Emma's school play that same evening. She had wanted so badly to go. To cheer. To sit beside them and feel like she belonged. Instead, she sent a text. "I have an event. I'll explain soon." He never replied. At the gala, Sarah walked the carpet in a sleek black gown, cameras flashing, reporters shouting her name. She smiled. She waved. She felt hollow. And then, she saw him. Across the room. In a waiter's jacket. Carrying a tray of drinks. Adam's face froze. So did hers. He turned. Walked quickly toward the staff exit. She followed. "Adam, wait." He stopped in the hallway, his jaw tight. "You're her. Sarah Blake. The Sarah Blake. CEO. Billionaire. I saw your face on a billboard this morning. And today I find out you run this entire place?" Sarah stepped closer. "I was going to tell you." He gave a short, bitter laugh. "You had weeks. I told you everything. About Emma. About our life. But you couldn't even tell me who you were." "I wasn't hiding who I am. I was trying to be seen for something other than my title. You like me without knowing I'm a CEO. That meant something." "It meant you didn't trust me," he said, quieter now. Silence stretched between them. "I just wanted one part of my life to feel normal. Real. Not calculated." Adam sighed, the anger slowly fading into something sadder. "You already had everything. I thought maybe I could give you something money couldn't." She shook her head. "You did. You gave me peace. You gave me laughter. You gave me Emma." Tears welled up in her eyes, unexpected and raw. "I don't care about being a CEO when I'm with you. I care about you. Both of you."